Live from Aquinas Hall on the campus of St. Thomas Aquinas College in Sparkill, New York, CSI Sportsnet welcomes you in to audio-only coverage of the continuation of a game between the College of Staten Island Dolphins and the St. Thomas Aquinas College Spartans. Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Foreman on the call solo tonight for Sportsnet. This is an audio-only live stream. By scanning the QR code on your screen, you can visit Flow College and take in full video of this game. But we are just underway. The Dolphins get the first possession in this resumed game, and Mitchell Wiggin takes the inbound coast to coast and lays it in for the first CSI points of the night. The five out there for the Dolphins: Goldstein, Chestnut, Kone, Wiggin, and Tynes, as that layup is good. Sterrell Hearns answers right back. The Spartans steal the inbound, and Josh Michigan lays it in for two more. At the other end, Asa Kone hit hard underneath. He cannot finish. Here come the Spartans. Michigan stepped on the sideline ahead of a three-point attempt. The five on the floor for the Spartans: Will Landrum II, Sterrell Hearns, Jordan Green, Josh Michigan, and Derek James. Dolphins trailing 9-2 following a pair of Spartan baskets. This game resumed with a score of 5-0, 18:31 remaining on the clock when this game was resumed. We, of course, are in the first half. Tynes shot fake from the corner, pulls up from the elbow and knocks it down. The Dolphins within 5. Stack in front by a score of 9-4. Green working in the post against Kone along the baseline, trying to find some room, throws it off the bottom of the backboard, and Kone got a piece of it on the way down. He swatted it over the baseline. It will stay Spartans basketball. 15 on the shot clock, 17:23 to go first half. James, the inbounder from the baseline, gets it into Hearns for three, and he buries it from the corner. No hesitation off the inbound for Hearns from the left corner. Dolphins trail 12-4. Goldstein met by a pair of Spartans at half court. He gets it back from Chestnut. Goldstein crosses over and kicks out. Chestnut uses a Kone screen top of the arc. He's defended by Green. Chestnut goes right at him. He is rejected. Kone tried to save it, but it ends up in the hands of Sterrell Hearns. The Spartans look to push. Landrum II at Kone, can't finish. And once again, it was last touched along the baseline by the Dolphins. Stack will inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Landrum II, the inbounder. He does get it in. This is James back to the basket. Tough turnaround jumper is short. Wiggin with the rebound. Wiggin almost threw it away. Goldstein snatches it out of the air. Chestnut for three. And he rattles it in. And immediately following that made basket, Michigan is down with what appears to be a rolled ankle. Didn't look like he stepped on anybody's foot. May have just rolled it in an effort to grab that board. But he heads straight to the trainer's table and is replaced by Michael Parada. Score now 12-7, 16:24 remaining in the first half. Same five out there for the Dolphins following the entry of Parada. James brings it up across half court, defended by Goldstein. They feed it into Hearns. It was tipped. Landrum II from the corner can't hit. Goldstein met with a double team off the rebound, works away from it and finds Tynes. Tynes doubled on the wing. Out to Goldstein, left open for three. Off the front rim, and he gets the bounce. Dolphins now within two on the Aaron Goldstein three-pointer. That's our first AG3 of the night. Hearns from the top of the arc. Answers back. Sterrell Hearns for three. And the Spartans go back up by 5. Spartans continue to pressure on the inbound. Chestnut met with a double and threw it away. And that will bring us to a media timeout. 15:23 to go, first half. Spartans lead the Dolphins 15-10. $15:23 to go in the first half of this East Coast Conference men's basketball matchup. St. Thomas Aquinas College leads the College of Staten Island 15-10. You are listening to CSI Sportsnet audio-only coverage. You can watch live on Flow College by scanning the QR on your screen. As Thurell Hearns again goes right at the basket. They get it to him quickly off the inbound, and he draws the foul on Mitchell Wiggin.
CSI foul number 35, Mitchell Wiggin. That's his first.
Hearns has been featured early, including the 5 points scored overall by the Spartans back on Saturday. Hearns is 3 for 3, 8 points, a couple of three-pointers. And he buries his first free throw. Same 5 out there for the Dolphins. Same 5 for the Spartans. Second free throw on the way. And that is also good. Hearns 2 for 2 from the stripe. Stack now leads by 7. Inbound goes to J.J. Chestnut. And he gets it up to Goldstein across half court. He's double. Almost threw it over Chestnut's head. Wiggin with it from Chestnut, lost his footing. Deep three, Goldstein off the front rim. And it was tipped out of bounds, last touched by Asa Kone. Horn went off, no substitution. And the Spartans inbound. Parada with it now on the left wing. Make that the right wing from my perspective. Pull-up jumper off the handoff. No good by James. Goldstein had the ball given to him. Was immediately met with a double team. Now Wiggin has to get it across. And he threw it off the fingertips of Jordan Green. The Dolphins catch a break there, as that very easily could have been stolen. And just as easily could have been touched by Kone along the baseline. CSI left with 19 to shoot, and that's one byproduct of this press. Not only the turnovers, but you get the ball across the timeline just ahead of that 10-second count and are left with limited time to execute. Chestnut for Kone along the baseline, and Asa lays it in. Good penetration there by Chestnut. A short drop off to Kone for an easy 2. Hearns for 3, way off this time. And no chance for the Spartans to grab the board. Pair of stacked substitutions checking in. Brennan Chapman and Alhaji Diop Jr. both check in. Hearns and Green to the bench for the Spartans. Dolphins still yet to make a substitution as they inbound with just over 14 minutes to play in the half. They get it up to Tynes. His fall away on the baseline is good. And Eric Tynes continues his hot shooting. Had the big day on Monday night. And that has carried over here about 48 hours later. Three-pointer at the other end, short by Will Landrum II. Wiggin gets it up to Tynes. He finds Goldstein in the corner. Cross-court pass, Chestnut, who looks to drive. His floater off the front rim, no good. Tipped into the hands of Kone, and he draws the foul. Asa Kone will head to the line for 2 shots. As Chestnut did well to get inside, lost his grip on the ball as he looked to float it up. But Kone was waiting there as the rebound was tipped into his hands. He then drew the foul. Each side with just 1 team foul through nearly 6.5 minutes of play. First free throw by Kone off back iron, no good. Brandon Torres and Andrew Benedict check in for the Dolphins. Goldstein and Wiggin to the bench. Second free throw from Kone is good, and the Dolphins are within 2. Quick opportunity for the Spartans, rolls off on the 3 by Chapman, and once again off a stack miss, the Dolphins are last to touch it. It travels over the baseline, and the Spartans will inbound yet again. Stack has looked to execute quickly off inbound passes. Parada reels it in beyond the arc. Goes to work against Tynes. Pass to the corner. Landrum the second head fake. And he throws up a wild shot. And here come the Dolphins off the air ball. Torres left open. And he rattles in the mid-range jumper. We're all knotted up at 17 off the make by Torres. Torres had a nice night on Monday as well. Shot fake there by Diop Jr. One more, and he gives it up. Parada looking to back in was doubled. Diop Jr. No good from 3. And Chestnut had the rebound, lost it, and is forced to commit a foul. J.J. Chestnut came soaring in, grabbed that rebound at the apex of his leap, and had it stripped away from him on the way down. Brennan Chapman to the line for 2 shots. And the first is good.
Back into the game for the Spartans, number 12, Josh Michigan.
So after an apparent ankle sprain, Josh Michigan back into the game for the Spartans. Always good to see a player return from injury the same night. However, those ankle sprains can linger. You never really know how you're going to feel in a couple of days' time. Tynes knocks down the 3. The Dolphins inbound immediately. Get it up the court. Tynes there waiting, knocks down a deep 3. Parada, other end off the spin. He's rejected. Kone with the block. On the drive, Chapman can't finish. Diop Jr. with the rebound in heavy traffic. He turns it over. Torres coming the other way. Throws one up and in off the window. Brandon Torres with a strong finish. Perhaps a bit out of control, but no problem for Torres. The Dolphins now lead at 22-19. Michigan back to the basket, looking to go to work on Tynes. He's one-on-one in the post. Kicks out off a shot fake. Diop Jr., left wing 3, in and out. Chestnut with the rebound. The Dolphins bench calling for them to push. Benedict spins, free throw line, floater is good. And the Dolphins lead by 5. Andrew Benedict has come on strong as well this last week. He has back-to-back double-doubles and has shown good versatility off the dribble. We know he can shoot it from the outside, but off the dribble, he has impressed. Michigan tied up under the basket. He gets it outside. On the drive, rejected was Cairo Rivera, but a late whistle and a foul call comes in. TJ Tibbs not happy with that call as we head to a media timeout. The Dolphins in the midst of a nice run. They now lead it 24-19 as we head to break with 11:15 to go in the first half. And we are back from Aquinas Hall, where the Dolphins have a 5-point lead. Earlier in the first half, Starrell Hearns at the free throw line reached 1,000 career points for the Spartans. Cairo Rivera there now. And he rattles in the first free throw. If I heard correctly, over PA, Hearns the 41st Spartan to reach the 1,000-point threshold. Second free throw from Rivera is good, and the Dolphins' lead is trimmed down to 3. Spartans continue to pressure all the way up the floor. Goldstein never faced a double team, does get it across the timeline. He uses the Kone screen. Kicks out for Chestnut. Bit strong on the 3. Back the other way comes Jamal Hicks. Hicks, hop step, tied up. Kicks out to Michigan. Chapman into the corner for Rivera. He drives baseline and stepped out of bounds.
Players stepped out of bounds.
Benedict, the inbounder, has Michigan right up in his grill. Goldstein immediately doubled off the catch, gets it back to Chestnut. Quick pass up, Benedict. Inside, Kone. And he traveled. Dolphins had numbers there, but Kone turned it over. Hicks brings it up, quickly flips it to Cairo. Now Michigan from the left wing. Sends it up top as the Spartans work it around the horn. Hicks defended by Goldstein, top of the arc. Now 12 to shoot. Michigan driving baseline, spins, and is able to finish. Good touch by Michigan along the baseline. Chestnut off the quick pass up the floor, finds Kone underneath, and he can't finish. Rebound loose, and last touched by Kone.
Into the game for CSI, number 32, Eric Tynes.
Eric Tynes back in for the Dolphins, as we are 1 second shy of the 10-minute mark. 10:01 to go first half. CSI leads stacked by 1. Michigan has his back to the basket. Tough falling hook shot is good. He got the bounce off the back rim and in. That is a very unorthodox shot as the Dolphins turn it over on the inbound. Green flips one up and in off the window. Green off the spin, able to finish. Goldstein doubled again, turns it over. Rivera with the steal. He is fouled. And the Dolphins struggling with the Spartans' press.
CSI foul, number 21, Aaron Goldstein. That's his first.
Goldstein committed the foul, just the 4th team foul on CSI. And just as quickly as they went up 5, they now trail by 3. Spartans have scored the last 8 points. Hicks Jr. in the corner, sends it back up top. Michigan swings it. Rivera in the opposite corner traveled. 9:09 to go first half. Dolphins will inbound. Immediately Michigan with his toes on that baseline. He is as close as you could possibly get. Chestnut with it in his hands now. Crosses the timeline, met with a double. Goldstein left open for 3. Way too strong. Benedict got in there but couldn't secure the rebound. It was knocked away by Green. Michigan racing up the floor, finds Chapman for 3. And he knocks it down. Inbound goes to Chestnut. Once again, the Dolphins now trailing by 6. Chestnut met with a double at half court, finds Goldstein. Tynes all alone underneath is rejected, but the second try is good. Michigan came all the way back to block that shot. Tynes stayed with it and laid it up and in. Our score 30-26. Spartans over the Dolphins. Chapman for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Torres. He hands off to Goldstein. Aaron dribbles through traffic, up to Chestnut. JJ on the drive, buries the floater. Both teams working quickly. The Dolphins finding an easy path through that press lap on that last possession. Under 8 minutes to go. Our next stoppage will bring us to immediate timeout. Michigan running floater, and again he gets the roll. Soft touch for Josh Michigan as the Dolphins almost threw it away again. And fortunately for CSI, Hicks Jr. batted the ball out of bounds. As we've reached immediate timeout, 7:37 to go. First half. Dolphins trail 32-28. And we're back from Aquinas Hall where the Dolphins trail 32-28. Just over 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. CSI will inbound with 26 on the shot clock. They have to get it across half court. And they do. Benedict with it, well beyond the arc on the wing. Finds Goldstein. Goldstein off the jab step, looks to attack. Throws one up and draws the foul. Goldstein a bit off balance there as he went up toward the rim. The foul call goes against Derek James, his first and just the team's second. Aaron Goldstein's first free throw is good. And Goldstein makes it a 2-for-2 trip to the line. Dolphins back within 2. James bounce pass to the corner. Parada meets it. Hearns now swings it right back to James. James looking to drive, gets inside and finishes through contact. Count the basket and the foul. Hearns with great body control and a circus finish as Wiggin committed the foul. 15th foul on the Dolphins, second personal on Mitchell Wiggin. Kone back in, Wiggin to the bench. And the free throw by James is good. Spartans all over the Dolphins once again. And CSI very nearly turned it over. Instead, they now have numbers, and Goldstein is blocked. Benedict got a hand in there, and that's the 6th CSI team foul. As right now, the turnovers are the difference in this game.
CSI foul number 22, Andrew Benedict, that's his second.
Dolphins have committed 8. The Spartans have committed 4. Points off turnovers right now. Stack 12, CSI 4. As that pass was tipped And it will stay Spartans basketball. Dolphins out shooting the Spartans right now by a fairly comfortable margin. Stack, however, is perfect from the line on 3 additional free throw attempts. This is Hearns. Tough attempt over Kone, off glass and in. As the inbound pass was tipped again. And the Dolphins will try another inbound from the baseline where, admittedly, they have had a lot of problems so far. Benedict threw it away, and that's too easy. A one-handed slam by Hearns, and he had the ball thrown right to him. Benedict, floater. Too strong, Kone with the board. And Kone was fouled. That's 2 more points off a CSI turnover for the Spartans. They now have 14 points off of turnovers. The Dolphins with just 4. And right now the difference in this game is 9 points. Stack 39, Staten Island 30. Dolphins inbound from the baseline at the offensive end with 20 to shoot. Chestnut in the corner. Entry pass, Kone. And Kone finishes off glass. That's a big basket for Asa Kone and the Dolphins. They're back within 7. Pull-up jumper by James. Off the back rim. And once again, it was last touched by the Dolphins. We've seen it time and time again. The Dolphins have chances to secure the defensive board and just can't corral it. Along that baseline, it goes out of bounds, and another chance for the Spartans. Landrum the second against Benedict, draws the foul. Despite several second chance opportunities in this first half, the Spartans have just 3 second chance points in the game. These free throws will be free throws 8 and 9. And the Spartans with that make by Landrum the second are now 8 for 8 from the stripe. Brandon Torres into the game, replacing Andrew Benedict. And he is now tasked with inbounding the ball. He finds Goldstein, who races across half court. Under 6 minutes to play in the half. Goldstein defended by James. Throws it up top for Torres. Step back 3. Splash. Brandon Torres from beyond the arc. And the Dolphins are within 6. Here comes James racing to the bucket. The Spartans answer right back, wasting no time. The Dolphins pressured again. Torres gets open. Left alone, can't hit. Torres shook his defender, and I think the Spartans just lost him after that. Hearns off the shot fake, kicks out to James. Big crossover. Looking to score on the turnaround. He knocks it down. Everything falling for the Spartans now. They lead by 10. And a foul is called on the inbound. Josh Michigan back in for Stack. The 5 on the floor for the Dolphins. Torres, Chestnut, Goldstein, Tynes, and Kone. Landrum the second, Michigan, James, Parada, and Green out there for the Spartans. Chestnut directing traffic. Finds Goldstein. He looks to drive. Kicks out to an open Tynes for 3. Splash.
3-point basket, 3 points, number 32.
And that ET3 will send us to a timeout. 4:39 to go, first half. Spartans lead the Dolphins 45-38. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with you shortly. Joe Foreman back with you from Aquinas Hall, where the Dolphins trail 45-38. For CSI, this their second conference outing of the 25-26 season. They picked up a victory over Mercy University 1 week ago at the Tank. With just over 4.5 to play, the Spartans bring it up. Hicks Jr. with it, top of the arc. Landrum II has it on the wing. Working through heavy traffic into the paint. He lays it in. Will Landrum II weaving his way through a mass of bodies on his way to 2 points. Goldstein off the inbound. Still facing a double. Heaves it up the floor. Nearly threw it away. Torres with it. Finds Kone underneath. Count the basket and one. The Dolphins nearly turned it over, and from there ended up in scramble mode. The beneficiary is Asa Kone, the foul on Michael Parada, and Kone will head to the line for one more. Kone now with 7 points. Tynes leads the Dolphins with 12. Kone's free throw is good. And the Spartan lead has been trimmed to 6. 4 minutes to go in the half. Michigan up top. Surveys the floor, finds Landrum II, and he knocks down a 3. No hesitation off the catch for Will Landrum II. At the other end, Torres, fall away at the free throw line is good. And Brandon Torres continues to impress at the offensive end. Has shown the ability to score off the dribble, to score from the outside. Off the handoff, Landrum II threw one up and in. He was trying to draw a foul, threw one at the basket, and was able to get it in. Everything seemingly has been falling for the Spartans these last few minutes. Both teams shooting very well as Tynes buries a floater at the other end. The Dolphins now 18 of 31, the Spartans 19 of 35 from the field. Both well over 50%. Michigan along the baseline finds Landrum II. 4-3, count the basket and the foul. Will Landrum II with a chance for a 4-point play as he was fouled on the corner 3. And that will send us to our final media timeout of this first half. 2:59 to go before halftime. And the Spartans are back up double digits. They lead the Dolphins 55-45. Joe Foreman back with you as Will Landrum II completes a 4-point play at the free throw line. Very quickly, he will head to the bench. With 2:59 to go in the half, Brennan Chapman checks in. Dolphins again struggling to inbound the ball. Goldstein's trapped. And it was deflected by the Spartans. Thought perhaps the Dolphins may elect to use a timeout there, but I believe they did call their 30-second timeout a couple of minutes ago. The 30-second break that we had at around the 4 or 5 minute mark was a timeout called by the Dolphins. Torres for Kone. Torres was open from the wing, but Kone has 2 inside. A lefty hook from Asa Kone makes it a 9-point game. The Dolphins will not let the Spartans pull away, and a strong finish to the half for either team can really swing the momentum of this game. Parada straight to the basket, easy 2. And you know head coach TJ Tibbs is not happy with that defense. Torres all alone again, elected not to shoot it. And the Dolphins turn it over. 2-on-2 at the other end, and Hicks Jr. draws the foul. Dolphins have been plagued by turnovers in this first half. And the points off turnovers right now still accounting for almost the entire difference in the score. Jamal Hicks Jr. to the line for 2 shots. And the first is good. 2:09 remaining in the half, and the stack lead is 12. Perhaps more concerning than that for the Dolphins is that they're about to reach 60 points. But not yet. Commentators' jinx strikes again as the Dolphins secure the rebound. I don't think there was ever a doubt that free throw was missing after I mentioned 60 points. As Kone has another bank shot, this time on a runner in the middle of the lane. Dolphins back to within 10. Michigan in the corner, given room. And that'll be a jump ball. Ball wedged between the rim and the backboard.
That's a jump ball.
And it is Dolphins' possession.
That's a jump ball. Possession to CSI.
1:44 to go in the half. And for the Dolphins, these next 104 seconds, very important. At the very least, you'd like to keep this deficit where it is. If you can go into the locker room down single digits, even better. Certainly don't want to see this deficit grow. Torres, all the way to the rim, lays it in. Torres with the underhanded scoop, hangs and hits around Landrum II. Under 90 seconds to play in the half now. Hearns into the corner. And once again, the Dolphins left Diop Jr. wide open. He could not hit. And once again, I do not believe the Dolphins secured the rebound. Instead, they commit a foul. And the Spartans are in the double bonus. That is team foul number 10 on the Dolphins. Dolphins have had quite a few instances where they had a chance to secure a rebound defensively and simply didn't pull it in. First free throw, no good by Landrum II. And very quickly the storyline has become, will they make it to 60 points in the half? One more from the line. And that one is good. So the Spartans do reach 60 in the first half. And they lead it by 9. Leighton Woods in for the Dolphins. He's the inbounder. Chestnut double. Gets it up to Goldstein. Across the timeline. Inside Kone. Back out to Goldstein. Goldstein now dribbles to the top of the arc. Swings it. Chestnut drives from the wing. Gets inside. Tough floater. Will not go. Woods with the rebound. He is rejected. Out to Goldstein, wide open for 3, way off. Goldstein all alone, very rarely has a miss like that. Final minute of the half. Off the crossover, Hearns, step back jumper. A bit long, Green had it in his hands, it's taken away. Woods dribbles across half court, now Goldstein. Waving help away, finds Woods. He kicks it back out, deep three. Off the mark again by Goldstein. Hasn't had the shooting stroke in this first half as the Spartans call for time with 25.1 remaining. I would presume this is going to be a 30-second timeout, and indeed it is. So we will stay right here with some first half stats. Leading the way for the Dolphins in scoring, Eric Tynes has 14 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Asa Kone and Brandon Torres also in double figures. Kone 5 of 7 with 12, and Torres is 5 of 6 with 11. Will Landrum II leads all scorers with 17 points. He got red hot around the midway point of this first half. He's 5 of 9 from the field and 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Sterrell Hearns, who got off to the red hot start, has 14 points on 5 of 7 from the field and 2 of 3 from downtown. The Dolphins with 26 points in the paint. The Spartans with 22 points off of turnovers favor the Spartans 15-6. The Dolphins and Spartans both shooting right around the 55% mark. The Dolphins 55.3. The Spartans a bit lower than that, a tad shy of 54% now. From downtown, the Dolphins 5 of 12 for 42%, and the Spartans 6 of 14, 43% from distance. Hearns has the inbound, watching the game clock run down on what will likely be the final possession of the half. Landrum II with it, pulls up along the baseline and buries the jumper. 7 seconds remaining for the Dolphins. They trail by 11. Chestnut bounce pass for Kone, and he is rejected. Kone looked to have an easy 2, and Jordan Green came soaring in to block that shot. The Spartans have now blocked 5 shots in this first half, and a couple of those have been emphatic rejections. 1.7 alley-oop stolen. And the heave by Hearns is off the mark. That will do it for the first half. Our score at halftime: the Spartans 62 and the Dolphins 51. This is CSI Sportsnet audio-only coverage of East Coast Conference men's basketball. Once again, our score at halftime: St. Thomas Aquinas College 62, the College of Staten Island 51. As the officials are having a discussion, I thought perhaps a clock issue, but we are indeed headed to halftime. So in about 14 and a half minutes, I will rejoin you for the start of half number 2. The Spartans lead the Dolphins at the halftime break by 11. Joe Foreman back with you here on CSI Sportsnet as we are under a minute away from the start of the second half in this East Coast Conference men's basketball matchup between the College of Staten Island Dolphins and the Spartans of St. Thomas Aquinas College. It is Stack leading CSI at the start of half number 2 by a score of 62-51. And as I mentioned during the first half, points off turnovers a huge factor in this game. The Spartans are a +9 in that department, 15-6. The Dolphins with 11 first half turnovers, and right now those points off turnovers are accounting for nearly the entire difference in the score. Both teams shot it incredibly well. The Spartans finished the half shooting 55%. The Dolphins finished the half shooting 54%. From beyond the arc, the Dolphins at 42%, the Spartans at 43%. And from the free throw line, the Dolphins only attempted 5 shots. However, they hit 4 of them. The Spartans 12 of 14 from the line. So free throws made and attempted, definitely a difference maker in that first half as well, as the Spartans will possess it first to begin half number 2. Their lead once again is 11 points. Green hands it off to Landrum II. He drives the baseline and throws it down with 2 hands. An exclamation point on that finish to open up the second half. Largest lead of the game for the Spartans now, 13 points. Chestnut on the wing, backing in, throws it up, count the basket, and the foul. J.J. Chestnut answers right back, and he will head to the line for one more. The Spartans did get into the double bonus in that first half. The Dolphins did not come close. And an early foul goes against Stack to begin half number 2. And with that made free throw by Chestnut, the deficit is cut right back to 10. James, reverse layup is good. Spartans wasting no time getting to work at the offensive end. We saw that throughout the first half as Wigan kicks it out to Tynes for 3. Count it! And the foul! Eric Tynes does it again. Back-to-back games where he has been fouled on a 3. Tynes was fouled from beyond the arc twice in CSI's last game. He hit 7 threes in the victory over Cheney, and he completes a 4-point play. Spartans inbound quickly, get it across half court. James attacks, this time does not go up with it. He was stripped, gets it back. Landrum the second for 3, he's short, and Wigan has the rebound. Long outlet, Kone has it, and will reset. Tynes for 3, air ball, and Chestnut landed on the baseline. Tynes pats his chest after that air ball. Perhaps a bit of a heat check there, but those are shots that these last 2 games Tynes has made no mistake on. He has hit most of those. James now looks to attack, kicks it out. Hearns off the shot fake, finds James baseline, right back to Hearns. He's open and knocks down the short jumper. Hearns didn't realize how open he was when he caught it. The Dolphins now have numbers. Tynes, alley-oop, Kone could not dunk it, but does lay it in. Didn't have a clean grip on that ball as he looked to throw it down, but Kone drops it in moments after. James, shot fake. Good defense by Goldstein to stay on his feet. Michigan along the baseline into the corner. Landrum the second looks to drive. Off the fake, he is fouled, and will head back to the line for 2 shots. Spartans have done a really good job at the offensive end, keeping the Dolphins off balance, moving the ball quickly, and when they look to attack the basket, they've gotten the Dolphins to bite on quite a few shot fakes, and that's how the Dolphins got into foul trouble during that first half. That combined with the turnovers, as CSI was forced to foul off a couple of giveaways. First free throw by Landrum, the second no good. The lead remains 8. Second free throw is good, and the lead extends to 9. Wigan gets the inbound into Goldstein around some pressure. Goldstein up to Chestnut. He has a step, gets inside, and lays it in. And a timeout is called on the floor. It is a full timeout taken, or at least a 30 taken that becomes a full. Timeout was called by the Spartans, and with that we take a quick 30-second break. Our score with 17:52 to go in the game. Stack 69, CSI 62. And we're back from Aquinas Hall, where the Spartans lead it by 7, 69-62 our score with under 18 minutes to play. Landrum the second, right wing three is off the mark. And that one was tipped into the frame of the backboard. Last touch by Kone. Spartans will inbound from the baseline. 20 to shoot, almost ran out of time. Michigan with it in his hands, kicks it outside. Jab step by Hearns. He sends it out to James. 10 to shoot now. Michigan off the crossover, backing in. His pass to the outside was tipped. Now Hearns looks to drive, throws one up and in. Hearns able to hang and hit with the left hand. Chestnut off the crossover. Shot fake. His floater off the front rim as Kone went down. Back to his feet. The Spartans do, however, have numbers, and Michigan was fouled.
CSI foul number 21, Aaron Goldstein. That's his second, team second.
The foul on Aaron Goldstein is his second. Off the inbound, Hearns shoves Wigan off him. Well, maybe they might call foul there. Instead, Michigan backing in. Can't get the hook to go down. And the Dolphins, once again, could not secure the rebound. They'll attend to a wet spot in the paint after a couple of players went down. Off the inbound, James. Tough pull-up over Tynes is good. That was a tough shot as that inbound went through Chestnut's hands. Tynes, fortunately for CSI, was waiting right there. Tynes pressured well beyond the arc, gets it to Wigan. Kone hands off to Goldstein. His three on the way, and that is good. Aaron Goldstein pulls the Dolphins to within 8. CSI will not go away in this game. They have battled back time and time again, but it has been mostly Spartans since late in the first half. As a timeout was called, it will extend into a media timeout. 16:05 to go in half number 2. The Dolphins trail 73-65. And we're back from Aquinas Hall off the inbound. It's Jordan Green with the hook shot. Went to work. Going right at Kone as the Dolphins again throw away the inbound. It went through Chestnut's hands. Green with an easy 2 has extended the Spartans' lead to 12. And for the Dolphins, many of their issues could be corrected by inbounding the balls. They've turned it over again. And TJ Tibbs calls timeout. Dolphins concede a quick 2 coming out of the timeout, and then turn over consecutive inbounds as Stack takes a 14-point lead with 15:37 to go. It is a 30-second timeout, and we will stay right here. But I mentioned it before. Coming out of halftime, the difference in this game was points off turnovers. That remains very much the case. The Spartans with a 19-6 advantage in that department. CSI minus 13. The deficit is 14. The Dolphins and Spartans both continue to shoot it incredibly well. CSI 55%. The Spartans now, thanks in large part to some easy baskets off of turnovers, are shooting 59% from the field. From downtown, the Dolphins 47%, the Spartans 38%. Stack also has attempted 16 free throws to CSI's 7. They're 13 of 16 from the line, the Dolphins 6 of 7. Wiggin the inbounder as the Dolphins do get it in quickly. Chestnut with it in his hands now. He's across the timeline. Goldstein back to Chestnut. Chestnut out to Wiggin. Wiggin looks to drive the baseline, gets inside, and the layup is good. Wiggin going under and up on that one. Along the baseline, he converts to make it a 12-point game. Hearns defended by Wiggin. He ends up on the floor, and his floater is short. Hearns was all alone, threw up an air ball, and the Dolphins rebound the green miss on the attempted putback. Kone couldn't find an outlet, had the ball stripped away from him, but it stays with CSI. And the Dolphins will inbound with 28 on the shot clock. Mike Parada will check in. Jordan Green to the bench. Wiggin short inbound to Chestnut. JJ quickly got rid of it. Wiggin on the move up the floor. Wiggin inside, can't finish. Wiggin got right to the basket, but he was in heavy traffic. Now Hearns looking to go coast to coast, lost it. Last touched by the Dolphins.
Into the game for the Spartans, number 5, Brennan Chapman.
Brennan Chapman will check in for the Spartans now. Will Landrum the second to the bench. Still plenty of time left in this game, just shy of 15 minutes to go. Rivera in the corner is off on the 3. Goldstein looking to push. Couldn't find anybody up the floor. He gives it to Chestnut. Entry pass Kone, and he banks it in. Asa Kone now looking to assert his will. Does have a size advantage on the inside. Hearns into the corner. Michigan given a lot of room out there. Looks to post up again. Flips it to Parada. Now Hearns for 3. Too long. Kone with the rebound. He gets it to Goldstein. Goldstein up the floor for Chestnut. He's one-on-one and can't finish. JJ tried to absorb some contact and didn't maintain the body control. Rivera drives the baseline from the right corner, kicks out to a wide-open Michigan. And once again, the Spartans can't hit from 3. The Dolphins looking to push off the rebound, find Goldstein, in and out. Dolphins getting a good open look in transition, couldn't knock it down. Rivera for Parada, 20 to shoot. Parada has plenty of room, looks to drive, now kicks out. And the three-pointer is short by Chapman, rebounded by Cairo, who came soaring in. He took it away from Kone. I was about to say Kone with the rebound, but it was taken away from him. Jumper from the corner is good by Hearns. And the Spartans lead it by 12 again. Goldstein across the timeline with under 13 minutes to play. He'll try a 3. No good. Goldstein wasted no time putting up that shot. He's now defending Parada, and Tynes looking to help, left Rivera alone. Goldstein was faced with a mismatch. Tynes was looking in that direction and lost his man. Tynes for three, and that's a big shot by Eric Tynes. The deficit had increased to 14, and Tynes immediately puts an end to the Spartans' run. We approach 12 minutes to play, 83-72 our score. Spartans working it around the perimeter. They have 10 to shoot. They feed it inside. Parada, bounce pass to a wide open Michigan. Far too easy as Michigan was left all alone under the basket. Now Goldstein, cross court for Tynes. His three on the way, off back iron, and rebounded by Parada. Long outlet stolen by Tynes. Goldstein on the drive, banks it in. And off the turnover, the Dolphins take full advantage. CSI back within 11 again. Under 11 and a half to go. Hearns swings it over to Rivera on the wing, back up top Hearns. Rivera with some room, he traveled. And with under 12 minutes to go at the 11-17 mark, we head to a media timeout. 85-74 our score. Heading into this break, when we come back, the Dolphins possess the ball, trailing by 11. Just over 11 minutes to go from Aquinas Hall, with the Spartans leading the Dolphins 85-74. It is CSI basketball. Goldstein receives the inbound. He's across the timeline, defended by Hicks Jr. He now looks to drive, instead kicks out to Leighton Woods. Woods tied up in a triple team and fouled. You either don't mind that foul with three defenders on the ball handler, or you hate it, thinking you could have generated a turnover, but the Dolphins certainly had the advantage if Woods got that pass away. Goldstein, the inbounder, with 20 to shoot. Tynes has it in the corner, back to the basket. He hands off to Goldstein, who looks to drive the baseline. Goldstein hangs, can't hit. Torres there with the rebound. Goes back up with it, off the back rim and in. CSI now back to within single digits once again. 85-76 our score. Chapman on the wing, back up top, Rivera. Spartans working it around the outside, trying to stretch out this Dolphins defense. Hicks Jr. driving the baseline, flips it into the corner, and that three was halfway down for Diop Jr. The Dolphins have it, looking to run. Goldstein harassed, finds Tynes, and has it back. AG on the drive, kicks corner, Woods for three. Too long, and the rebound was pulled in by Diop Jr. Rivera brings it up into the corner for Anthony Daly, who just checked in for the first time. Once again, the Spartans working it left to right, right to left, trying to get this Dolphins defense moving. And Diop knocks down the free throw line jumper. It's an 11-point Spartan lead, under 10 minutes to play now. Goldstein defended by Rivera. He crosses over and kicks out to a wide open Torres. Off the back rim, rebounded by Benedict, who puts it back up and in. Benedict has been a menace on the offensive glass these last 7 days. Once again, it's a 9-point game. Rivera directing traffic from the top of the arc. Chapman now swings it over to Daly. Daly for Diop Jr. Back up top, Daly into the corner, Rivera. He looks to drive the baseline. Reverse layup will go down. That one hung on the rim. Could have gone either way. It goes in for Rivera. The lead, 11 points once again. Benedict was tied up. Finds Goldstein just shy of half court. Long pass. Tynes open in the corner. No good from three. Benedict with another offensive rebound. He goes up with it and banks it in. Andrew Benedict with another putback. Dolphins feasting on the offensive glass now. Stack once again working it east to west around the outside. In the corner, Hicks Jr. knocks down the three. Jamal Hicks Jr. with the corner three extends the lead back to 12. And right now, both teams struggling to get some stops. Goldstein, splash. Aaron Goldstein with a deep left wing three as the clock was stopped with the ball getting away across half court. Spartan substitution as Darrell Hearns checks in for the Dolphins. J.J. Chestnut and Asa Kone back in. If either team can string together a few stops, this game changes. The Spartans could put it away or the Dolphins could get right back in it. Hicks Jr. for Hearns. Diop Jr. fakes from the corner. He's open for three. And he throws up an air ball. Benedict with the rebound. Chestnut with it. Back to Benedict. Benedict, head fake, looks to drive. And down he goes. And given what we saw the other night, you have to wonder around the basket, did a foul cause Benedict to fall? Did a wet spot cause him to go down? Either way, he gets up and appears uninjured. So that is good to see. And we head to immediate timeout with 7:31 to go. Our score, the Spartans 92 and the Dolphins 83, 7:37 on the clock from Aquinas Hall. And we are back from Aquinas Hall. It is CSI basketball. And here I am rhyming again. We were on quite the heater during our last broadcast. Dolphins will inbound from the baseline. Goldstein catches in the corner, gives it to Kone and gets it right back. Aaron looks to drive. Finger roll good off the window, and the Dolphins are within 7. Under 7.5 to go. Hicks Jr. feet inside for Green, and he could not finish the dunk over Benedict. Ball loose on the floor, and it will stay with the Spartans. Stack with 17 to shoot, but the Dolphins did well to make them very uncomfortable on that possession. Green looked to throw it down. Benedict, who has a big size disadvantage in that matchup, went up to meet him at the rim. Now Green goes at Kone. Kicks out. Hicks Jr. is stripped, and a foul is called. That is a tough call.
CSI foul number 15, Brandon Torres.
Foul on Brandon Torres.
Third, team's third.
For Torres, it's his third. It's the team's third. That resets the shot clock to 20. Green again looking to back down on Kone. Good defense from Kone, and he forces the miss. Well, the Dolphins beginning to get those elusive stops. Chestnut for Kone, and he throws it down. CSI within 5, 92-87 our score. The Dolphins defensively have been good these last couple of minutes. Big hop step by Hicks Jr., and the Dolphins there to meet him. Hearns gains a step, gets inside, and lays it in around Kone. Goldstein aggressive on the closeout. Hearns gained the step, and the Dolphins couldn't slow him down on his way to the rim. Big basket by Hearns. 6 minutes to go. Goldstein over to Chestnut. Chestnut back to the basket, drives baseline, and Hicks Jr. all over him is whistled for a foul.
Sparks foul number 10.
I think that's team foul number 5. Indeed it is. Always have to consult the scoreboard at the right time. You're a bit early, and you're a foul short. If you're a bit late sometimes, you're a foul ahead of the count. Chestnut, inbounder from the baseline, finds Goldstein. He thought about that three from the corner and is left open from the wing. Splash! It's an AG three, and it's now a 4-point game. The Dolphins have battled back to within 4, 94-90. Still plenty of time left in this one. Hearns directing traffic. Entry pass to Parada, nearly had it poked away. Landrum the second, left open, buries the three. That is a big answer by the Spartan sharpshooter. He's had quite the showing in the games we've covered here on Sportsnet. We saw it during the Tournament of Heroes and again tonight. Dolphins with 14 to shoot. Goldstein for three, put up an air ball, but Torres has the rebound. He finds the cutting Benedict, and he is fouled off the shot fake. Andrew Benedict will head to the line for 2 shots. And a chance for him to make this a 5-point game with a couple of made free throws. First free throw on the way, and he is short. Off the front rim, no good.
Number 6, Derek James, and for CSI, number 32, Eric Tynes.
Eric Tynes in for CSI. Derek James in for the Spartans. Benedict's second free throw is good. And the Dolphins are now within 6, 97-91. James will bring it up for Stack. Parada at the free throw line, kicks out to James. Big crossover. Good defense by Chestnut. Parada gets inside. Kone there, and Parada can't finish. Kone had the rebound tipped into his hands. Green went for the putback. Goldstein on the drive, gets to the rim and lays it in. Aaron Goldstein goes right into the teeth of the Spartans defense and converts to make it a 4-point game. 4:20 to go. James, defended by Tyne, shoots over him and gets the roll. Derek James over the much bigger Tynes, got the friendly bounce. Benedict for Chestnut. He hands off to Goldstein. Goldstein at the free throw line, pulls it back outside. Now Benedict for Chestnut. Chestnut to the basket. Gets in and lays it up and in. How about that Euro step by J.J. Chestnut? Dolphins back within 4. Green left wide open for 3. Can't make the Dolphins pay. Benedict snatches the rebound. Benedict downhill, gets inside, count the basket, and one. Andrew Benedict. He continues his coming out party. The last week for Benedict has been a revelation, doing what this team knew he could. At the offensive end, he converts and will head to the line for one more on the other side of this media timeout. 3:24 to go, and the Dolphins are within 2. Our score, Stack 99, CSI 97. .324 to go from Aquinas Hall, where the Dolphins have fought all the way back to within 2 points. They trailed by as many as 14. Andrew Benedict to the line for one shot, and he completes the three-point play. 99-98, 3:20 to go, second half. Parada with room, kicks into the corner, and Landrum the second throws up an air ball. That one was about 5 feet too long. The closeout altered that shot. CSI can take the lead. Tynes, head fake. Drops it off, and Kone throws it down. CSI leads 199, 2:50 to go. Good patience from Eric Tynes, finding the wide open Kone underneath. Hearns well beyond the arc for Parada at the free throw line. He goes to work on Kone, can't finish, and draws the foul. The Dolphin bench cannot believe it. Kone's first and the team's fourth. Parada to the line for 2 shots here. And the first is off the back rim and out. Big miss by Parada. He has one more coming. .234 to go. 1 point game. One more free throw for Parada. And he knocks it down. We are all knotted up at 100. Benedict, the inbounder, facing a lot of pressure. Got it into Goldstein. Goldstein up to Chestnut. Chestnut muscles his way through traffic, almost lost it. Goldstein looks up at the shot clock, 20 to shoot. Kone sets the screen. Goldstein working inside. Tied up, and I think he was blocked from behind. Nearly stole it back. But it is Spartans basketball. James for three. Big shot, Derek James. 2 minutes to go, and Stack leads it by 3. What a response by the Spartans. Benedict wanted Goldstein, probably could have shot it. And a great play to throw it off of Goldstein by Hearns. James brings it up slowly. 1:40 remaining. 3-point game. 103-100. Hearns back up top for James. Right back to Hearns. Shot fake. Baseline drive. He's doubled. Almost threw it away. Michigan underneath double team. Finds Hearns in the corner for 3. And he buries it. Huge three-pointer from the right corner by Sterrell Hearns. And the Spartans now lead by 6. Chestnut up to Goldstein. Deep three-pointer. Way off. And the Spartans this time cannot corral the rebound. The Dolphins will get another chance. 106-100, 105 to go. Dolphins looking for an inbounder, and it will be Chestnut. They have a 20-second shot clock. Benedict for Kone. Kone hands it to Chestnut. Chestnut inside. Kone almost lost it. Benedict is wide open. He'll try the 3. Splash! It's an AB 3, and it's a 3-point game. Andrew Benedict from downtown. Timeout is called. It is a 30-second timeout called by the Dolphins with 52.5 to go. What a big shot by Andrew Benedict. And what a game this has been. These two teams trading blows here in the second half. It has been an impressive shooting performance for both sides in this game. That really has not changed for much of the night. The Spartans have not shot it as well in the second half. They are still shooting 55%. The Dolphins shooting 56%. 41% from downtown for CSI, and 36% from beyond the arc for the Spartans. It has been a true heavyweight battle here in the East Coast Conference. And I think if anyone questioned whether or not the Dolphins would be for real this year, those questions have been put to bed by this performance. The big question mark remaining is, can they overcome the first half turnovers? They've cleaned it up here in the second half. Only 14 turnovers for the game. The Spartans with just 8. But points off of turnovers favor Stack 22-12. And despite a much cleaner second half for CSI, the turnover issues in the first half may prove to be too much to overcome. The Dolphins need a stop and will not need a three-pointer, but could very well get the ball back trailing by 3. The Spartans will inbound from the baseline with 52.5 remaining. Wiggin was in front of James, who he had a size advantage over, and the Dolphins commit a quick foul. That's just the 5th Dolphins team foul.
CSI foul number 3, J.J. Chestnut, his 3rd. Team foul number 5.
Leighton Woods will check in. Chestnut to the bench.
Into the game for CSI number 2, Leighton Woods.
Landrum the second, a much taller inbounder here, gets it to James. Goldstein is defending. James across the timeline. Dolphins showing double quickly and revert back to his own defense, or at least what was his own defense earlier. Parada kicks out. James with room, and he can't finish. He was wide open. And the Dolphins will have a chance to tie, or perhaps make it a one-point game. They turn it over, but a timeout was called first. TJ Tibbs got out onto the floor and called timeout, and a good timeout it was. The Dolphins had thrown it away But TJ Tibbs granted timeout. Didn't see if he had gotten to stomping yet, but the officials saw him out on the floor, and the timeout is granted with 21 seconds remaining. Tough to tell how close it was with my eyes on the ball, but it had to be very close. The inbound will come from the end line with 21 seconds remaining. The Dolphins do not have to foul right away if they get a quick two. But to get a quick two from the opposite baseline is tough. They do have a team foul to play with as well. So if they score, even if they don't, they can be very aggressive, going for the steal, and will have a shot at it without putting the Spartans at the line. They'll have to foul twice. Depending on how late you score, that could be a disadvantage. And if you're CSI, I think you're looking to score with a bit of time left and not put yourself in that position where having the foul to give becomes a disadvantage. Two teams still huddled up at their own benches. But for CSI, early in their conference schedule, this would be a huge win. And if you're the Spartans playing on your home floor, I think you have to come in expecting to win this game, especially given the recent history between these two programs. It has been decades since the Dolphins have picked up a victory over St. Thomas Aquinas College. Benedict, the inbounder, finds Chestnut. Chestnut races across half court, looks to attack. He has a step, and he has the easy two. The Spartans inbound, and Chestnut fouls. That is his fourth. Perhaps not the man you wanted to commit the foul if you're the Dolphins.
That's his fourth. Team foul number 6.
Keep in mind, that does not put Stack at the free throw line. It is a 2-point game. 106-105. If the Dolphins do not get a steal within probably 2 or 3 seconds, they will foul. Either way, CSI should have a chance. Now, the possession arrow matters here as well, and it favors the Dolphins. Keep that in mind if the Spartans put CSI at the free throw line. Now, for those who didn't watch the game as the Dolphins commit an immediate foul, it was last year, if I'm not mistaken, the Dolphins were fouled late in the game, trailing by 3. And TJ Tibbs instructed Aaron Goldstein to airball the second free throw. Possession arrow favored the Dolphins, and they got it back. With the possession arrow favoring CSI, if the Spartans go up by 3 and choose to foul, the Dolphins could do the same thing again. So if you're Stack, the option to foul, if you go ahead by 3, might not be there. This is the front end of a 1-and-1. And it is good. Big free throw by Derek James. 10.9 on the clock. The score is 107-105. And the second free throw is also good. 2 clutch free throws by Derek James. TJ Tibbs with the clipboard in hand will try and diagram what you would suspect is going to be an attempt to tie this game from 3. However, if the Dolphins can get inside and draw a foul, they would go to the line for 2 shots, and if the first is good, they could pull the same rule that they had work in their favor last year. They could airball the free throw and get the ball back. Possession arrow favors them. So these last 11 seconds could become extremely interesting depending on whether or not the Spartans choose to foul or if the Dolphins can force them to commit a foul. If you're CSI, you have Tynes, Goldstein, Benedict, Torres, all of whom have hit big shots from downtown. You could argue that this season, no Dolphin has been more clutch than J.J. Chestnut late in games. Even when he's had off shooting nights, when he's had several shots rejected around the rim in games, Chestnut late has hit some big-time buckets, and tonight he's 6 of 13 with 14 points. Goldstein, Kone, and Tynes all with at least 20. Both Benedict and Goldstein are lined up out of bounds along the baseline. Goldstein over to Benedict, and the Dolphins just got it in. Goldstein with it. Deep three! Off the back rim, Benedict with the rebound. He misses the putback. And the Dolphins will not foul. The Spartans hang on their home floor as they knock off the Dolphins. 108-105. Goldstein had a good look at it. Could not get the three-pointer to go. Benedict was right there for the putback. Tried to put it up and in out of midair, and it rimmed out with about 4 seconds to go. The Dolphins could not track down a Spartan to foul, and that is how this one comes to an end in Sparkill. Stack wins a thriller over CSI, 108-105. Very well could be game of the year for both teams. And for CSI, a disappointing loss should not overshadow what was a strong showing against one of the powerhouses in the East Coast Conference. Stack always near the top of the table, along with Damon. CSI last year inserting themselves very much into that conversation. 2 years ago, inserting themselves into that conversation. And they are very much in the discussion once again here this year following a strong effort on the road. However, it culminates in a 3-point defeat, 108-105, Spartans over the Dolphins. And for us here on Sportsnet, our next broadcast once again will be audio only. We are on the road at UDC this Saturday. Women's basketball gets us started, followed by the men. I expect to cover both of those games, audio only via the CSI Sportsnet YouTube channel. As always, you can tune in with live video on Flow College via the QR code that will once again be displayed on your screen. But for all of us here at CSI Sportsnet, on this particular evening, it's a one-man show. My name is Joe Foreman. I know Nick and Stephanie are watching back at home. Shout out to both of them. But for now, we sign off. Once again, our final score, Stack 108, Staten Island 105. We are back on the road with women's basketball and men's basketball this Saturday at the University of the District of Columbia. For all who tuned in tonight, thanks for listening, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.